Han Dynasty, the Golden Empire of the East. Segment 1. The Dawn of a New Era. From the ashes of the short-lived Qin dynasty, a new power emerged, destined to forge a golden age for China. The Han Dynasty, founded by the commoner-turned-emperor Liu Bang, would rule for over 4 centuries, a period of remarkable stability and prosperity that would forever define Chinese civilization and identity. This new era was born from the crucible of rebellion and civil war. Liu Bang, known posthumously as Emperor Gaozu, unified a fractured land, establishing a dynasty that would blend the centralized power of his predecessors with a more benevolent and pragmatic approach to governance, laying the foundation for a lasting empire. The early years of the Han were a time of consolidation and recovery. The devastating wars had taken their toll, and the new rulers focused on rebuilding the economy, fostering agriculture, and creating a sense of unity among the diverse peoples of their vast realm, setting the stage for future greatness. Segment 2. The Structure of Power. The Han Dynasty established a sophisticated and enduring system of governance that would be emulated by future dynasties for centuries to come. At its apex was the Emperor, the Son of Heaven, who wielded absolute authority, serving as the chief legislator, highest judge, and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Supporting the emperor was a complex and highly organized bureaucracy, staffed by educated officials who were selected through a nascent form of civil service examination based on Confucian principles. This meritocratic system, though in its early stages, allowed for greater social mobility and ensured a steady stream of capable administrators. The empire was divided into a hierarchical structure of provinces, commanderies, and counties, each with its own set of officials responsible for tax collection, law and order, and public works. This centralized administration allowed the Han court to effectively govern its vast territories and maintain a remarkable degree of control and stability. Segment 3. The Flourishing of a Golden Age. The Han Dynasty is renowned as a golden age of scientific and technological innovation, a period of extraordinary creativity that produced inventions that would change the course of history. Among the most significant of these was the invention of paper, a revolutionary writing material that would spread literacy and knowledge. This era also witnessed remarkable advancements in metallurgy, with the development of new techniques for iron and steel production, leading to stronger tools and weapons. In the field of medicine, the principles of acupuncture and herbal remedies were further developed and codified, laying the groundwork for traditional Chinese medicine. Other notable inventions included the world's first seismograph, an ingenious device capable of detecting earthquakes from afar, and the development of the water-powered trip hammer and the chain pump for irrigation. These innovations showcased the ingenuity and intellectual curiosity that characterized this remarkable period of Chinese history. Segment 4. The Silk Road, a bridge between worlds. During the Han Dynasty, a legendary network of trade routes emerged, connecting the East and West in a vibrant exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. This network, which would later be known as the Silk Road, was not a single road but a series of interconnected pathways that stretched for thousands of miles. The Silk Road was the artery through which flowed the precious silk of China, a closely guarded secret that was highly coveted in the Roman Empire and other Western lands. In return, the Han received exotic goods such as glass, ivory, and precious metals, as well as new ideas and technologies. Beyond its economic significance, the Silk Road was a conduit for cultural diffusion. Buddhism, originating in India, traveled along these routes to China. where it would have a profound and lasting impact on the nation's spiritual landscape. This exchange of ideas and beliefs fostered a greater understanding between different civilizations. Segment 5. The Annals of the Emperors. The Han Dynasty was graced by a succession of powerful and influential emperors who left their indelible mark on Chinese history. Among the most celebrated was Emperor Wu, whose long and eventful reign saw the empire reach its zenith of power and territorial expansion, solidifying its status as a major world power. Under Emperor Wu, the Han armies pushed back the nomadic Xiongnu tribes in the north and expanded the empire's borders into Central Asia, Korea, and Vietnam. His reign was also a time of great cultural and intellectual ferment, with the official adoption of Confucianism as the state ideology and the flourishing of art and literature. Other notable emperors included Emperor Wen and Emperor Jing, whose reigns were characterized by peace, prosperity, and a focus on the well-being of the populace. Their policies of low taxes and benevolent governance laid a strong foundation for the dynasty's later successes, contributing to its reputation as a golden age. Segment 6. The Great Wall and the Nomadic Tribes. The northern frontier of the Han Empire was a region of constant tension and conflict, marked by a long and complex relationship with the nomadic tribes of the steppes, most notably the Xiongnu. To defend against their raids, the Han continued the work of their predecessors, expanding and fortifying the Great Wall. The Great Wall was not a single, continuous structure, but a series of walls, watchtowers, and fortresses that stretched across the northern border. It served as a formidable defensive barrier, but also as a symbol of the divide between the settled, agricultural civilization of China and the nomadic cultures of the north. The Han employed a variety of strategies to deal with the Xiongnu, from military campaigns and diplomatic alliances to the payment of tribute. This ongoing struggle for control of the northern frontier was a defining feature of the Han Dynasty, shaping its military and foreign policies for centuries. Segment 7. The Societal Framework. Han society was highly structured, with a clear social hierarchy that was deeply influenced by Confucian ideals. At the top of this hierarchy were the emperor and the scholar officials who administered the empire. Below them were the farmers, who were considered the backbone of society due to their role in producing food. Next in the social order were the artisans and craftsmen, who were valued for their skills in creating a wide range of goods. At the bottom of the free classes were the merchants, who, despite often being wealthy, were viewed with some suspicion by the Confucian elite, due to their perceived lack of contribution to society. Beneath the free classes were the slaves, who constituted a small but significant portion of the population. Family was the fundamental unit of Han society, with a strong emphasis on filial piety and respect for elders. This social structure, with its emphasis on order and hierarchy, provided a sense of stability and cohesion. Segment 8. The Decline of the Empire. After centuries of prosperity and power, the Han Dynasty began to experience a period of decline. A combination of factors, including internal power struggles, court corruption, and growing inequality, started to erode the foundations of the empire, leading to widespread unrest and instability. A series of weak and ineffectual emperors, often manipulated by powerful court eunuchs and the families of empresses, further weakened the central government. This led to a breakdown of authority in the provinces, where local officials and landowners began to amass their own power, challenging the authority of the imperial court. The final blow came in the form of widespread peasant rebellions, most notably the Yellow Turban Rebellion, which plunged the empire into a devastating civil war. Warlords rose to prominence, carving out their own territories and vying for control of the fractured empire, ultimately leading to the fall of the Han Dynasty. Segment 9. The legacy of the Han. Despite its eventual collapse, the Han Dynasty left a profound and enduring legacy that continues to shape China and the world to this day. Its political and social structures, its cultural achievements, and its technological innovations all had a lasting impact, establishing a blueprint for future Chinese dynasties. The Han period saw the consolidation of a distinct Chinese identity, with the majority ethnic group of China still referring to themselves as the Han people. The dynasty's embrace of Confucianism as the state ideology created a lasting philosophical and ethical framework that would influence Chinese society for millennia. The legacy of the Han can also be seen in its remarkable artistic and intellectual achievements. From the exquisite lacquerware and jade carvings to the monumental historical records of Sima Qian, the Han Dynasty was truly a golden age, a period of extraordinary creativity and innovation whose influence is still felt today.